Acorn's still going. Edgy and Acorn only 17 above though. Edgy Acorn gonna get some damage down. First rotating zone pulls across. Booga gets an elim. They're gonna try and see if they can find their way in onto Roque, and they took down Donnie. Donnie's gonna go down. Jackson and Chubb still up above too. Nice use of the chromes to reinforce the walls. If you guys didn't know, the chrome splashes will fully build any material wall and also add an extra 150 durability to it. One of the most versatile uses of the chrome splashes. Joe and Crackley though, 6 eliminations on the board. Oh no, they get built on, but okay, Joe chops it, never mind. He's got that Evo Chrome AR, so we can chop the builds very quickly. Joe and Crackley gonna pad their way straight to front side, 300 above. Miro goes down, Edgy takes down Chubbs. Remember chat, in this format, wins are worth 65, each elim is worth 4. 4 points per elim, so getting a big frag game can gain a lot of points. Oh, no, it's still 4. No, it's not 2. 2 is in the qualifiers, 4 in the finals, chat. It's still 4. Each elim is worth 4 right now. Rokane trying to make his way through this one. Accepting Casca on the front side, 300 above. Knifer and Nouns, and let's see who has the high ground. Is it still Statics? It is still Squish and Statics. They got gifted the zones and they're holding high ground with it. Doing well so far. Someone might make a pad play on them though. Meanwhile, Cam, and I think this is a Vive. Preston polarized. Booga now solo. 13 builds, 2 eliminations. 200 above Surge. Looter and Muzz, the OC doing the low ground. Doing well out of the triple cons Shifty. Unfortunately, running out of their material though. They need to find a refresh pretty soon though. Muzz gets hit hard. Muzz down to 7 HP. He's got the med mist. He's got the minis. If someone's lurking in the building here, it's going to be tough for them. Still down here on the low ground. Larson and Smite looking good here. 15 below though. Only one more player has to go down. Surge will turn off. There you go. Surge is off anyway. Death and Tahi on the receiving end of the pressure from Larson and Smite. Acorn's going to fall over. Edgy's there too. Tahi and Death still here in the mid ground. 6 eliminations for them though. Larson goes down. Smite now solo. See if we still got our high ground team. We do still have Squish and Statics on the high ground. Zone pulls back towards the tree now. They're having the freest game of their life with these zones. 7 eliminations for Joe 2G, and Crackley puts them in first though. Smite takes a big shot. Remember, Smite's a solo. We just saw Larson go down. Luda goes down in the feed as well. Looks like Muzz does too. Yomzo falls. Rise takes down Polarized though. No, never mind. Muzz still going. It's only Luda that's gone down so far. So Muzz still in this. Thatch and Pamstu. Our Frenchies on the low ground. Death and Tahi on 6 elims. We've got some teams with some big elims so far. 54 points for Tahi. 58 for Crackley. So even though high ground's getting gifted the zones, they're not getting enough elims to really rack their points up just yet. Oh, Threats goes down. That's going to be elim number 8. This team's looking to put double-digit elims on the board this game. We got Tahi and Death in that mid-ground layer down below. Thatch and Pamstu, the Frenchies down here are colliding. Smite solo still doing well to survive this. 33 builds. Smite somehow slips out of that. He's getting aggressed on though. Casca wants this. 36 tag. He hasn't got the prime shot reloaded. And it's T-Chips and Floki, another French team, here on the low ground, putting up a good fight. Fortnite Furry's going to fall. Tahi goes down to Joe 2G and Crackley, their 9th elimination of the game. Almost on a double digits here. 7 teams, 11 players, so quite a few solos in this one. We got 2 French teams on the low ground. Pamstu and Fatch looking good. Pamstu and Fatch are my underdogs, man. I swear they're the dark horses. No matter how well they do, people still never mention Pamstu and Fatch. Holding this low ground so well. We got one launch pad here for Joe 2G to maybe make a high ground crazy play, but Edgy goes down. I mean, why go high ground when you got 10 eliminations in the mid ground? There's not enough players on high ground to kill. So far, they have almost an entire win's worth of eliminations. They're currently up to 40 points worth of just pure eliminations. Casca still going solo. Rise still going solo. Rise has been solo for a while now. Floki trying to hold things down for him and T-Chips. T-Chips goes down. Floki's got that big pot though. Only 4 builds left. 4 ticks to zone. Squish and Statics are still sitting up above. They have 3 eliminations. They've been on high ground this entire time, just rotating back and forward. Rise gets another elim. 5 eliminations for Rise himself. Looking really good now. There's Crackly and Joe, though. We've seen how many elims Crackly and Joe have put on the board. Rise trying to get in solo. 20, 10. Oh, Rise going to go down. No one's going to get that one, though. 3 duos left. Fatch and Pamstu, Crackly and Joe 2G. And then Statics up above. Joe jumping their way in, though. Joe takes down Pamstu. Fatch takes down Crackly. Joe gets another kill. 12 eliminations, but unluckily for Joe, he's in a 1v2 against the team that has basically been sitting on high ground this whole time. But no, the geyser comes into play. Joe 2G might be able to get up and make work of this one. And no, Statics lands and hits the big shot. A 12 elimination second and a 4 elimination win for Statics team, though. Good game 1, bro. Good game 1. Damn. Jerry's Disciples going fucking crazy out here. So Crackly and Joe 2G, despite not getting the win, have an over 20-point lead on second just because of the pure eliminations. Statics and Squish on 81, Fatch Pamstu 76, Rise Yomzo 68, and Death and Tahi 60. So for our prediction, the highest placing team was Pamstu and Fatch. Was it? Did I put Pamstu and Fatch on there? I did put Pamstu and Fatch on there. And we had 88k from Borat_very nice. Borat_very nice. Just bagged out massive. 88k on 11% odds. Good God. Okay, sorry, Vino's telling me to watch him too. And Vino's currently on 13 HP. So if he doesn't get instantly shit on, I'm impressed. Oh, don't kill Luda and Muzz. Don't kill Luda and Muzz on 13 HP. No. No. Dude, fucking bitch just runs. As the rat just bam, runs away. Reminds me of that fucking Nick Merckx clip when he runs up on a high ground, hits one shot and runs away. That's the Stewie from Family Guy fucking clip. Well, all right, there's the refresh. Fortunately, Luda cops one at the back of the dome. Muzz is now solo. And Vito's back in the game now. No way, that's how he died? Yeah, it's kind of brutal, Muzz. I'm not going to lie. That's an unlucky one to come back and watch. All right, Muzz goes down as well. All right, Muzz and Luda go down because of that. That sucks. All right, so we got Kanata pull zone over here next to Age. The Age is looking pretty weak. Rise and Iomzo trying to make their way in. 24 teams, 43 players, 61 builds on Rise, 59 on Iomzo. Remember, this team is currently in second place right now. Meanwhile, Crackly and Joe 2G, 124 points, 150 and 111 builds. Holy shit. Bro, Jerry and his Disciples going crazy right now. They got the loadout too. That's the most stacked loadout I've ever seen in a water zone. Meanwhile, Miro and Booger unfortunately don't get zone. I think they're going to have to short pad this one. This is going to be a pretty rough pad though. I mean, Miro and Booger know what they're doing, I'm sure. They might even... Oh, no, I don't think they can high pad this either. They're going to high pad it or short pad it? They're going to have to pad it. Going for a high pad. Okay. Going for a high... Okay, and we just fly straight in. Never mind. All right. Fuck it, never mind. We're straight in, perfectly dead center of zone, hard mass, 0 damage and 0 builds expended. Nice. All right, well, cool. Not how I expected that to go. All right, Paper and Quar on the backside. Joe and Crackly are still up in this one here. Cam's in a decent spot too. Edgy Acorn. It's going to be a test of who has the most mats right now, though. This water zone is going to be brutal if you don't pull zone. Nice spot. Crackly and Joe, though, man. This loadout right now. Oh, who's going for the high ground? Paper and Quar going up for this one. Quar's looking like he's going to be on the receiving end, a bit of lobby focus. Joe's getting in on this one. So's Gabe. Quar gets dropped down. Acorn and Edgy are nearby. Acorn Edgy going to pick that one up, I think. Oh, no, it's Mariah, one of the EU players. Takes this one. All right, zone pulls across. Right now, Pump, Trashy, Skittles uses. Vino, the rat himself, gets frontside rotating. My man is holding on for dear life. Booga Miro on the backside of this one, but last time I saw them in a bad spot, they made a perfect rotate, so I'm not too worried. Bucky and Lawrence are still going somehow. Got about 40 builds total on the backside of this one. One launch pad in the back pocket. The problem is less than 40 builds total, and oh no, the pad gets blocked. Bucky and Lawrence gonna have to start swimming. Only one above Storm Surge 2. 6 players have to go down. $19 teams, 35 players. Gabe and Dom on 5 eliminations making their way through. Pal and Arix, Acorn, Edgy on that front side. Crackly and Joe 2G, 721 above. They're honestly impressing me today, man. Booga Miro, as predicted, are now on front side, sitting beautiful with a whole bunch of mats and a really good med loadout. Lawrence goes down here, so I think Bucky's solo. Cam hits a big tag, 141. Gonna try and see if they aggro on that one. They do aggro onto that Kanata. Cam's beneath Kanata here. Two really good fighters, but Kanata goes down to Tahi. Meanwhile, Aviv trying to get out of this one. 50 builds, 6 splashes in the inventory. Lawrence died to Vino, so Vino is still somehow fragging out in this lobby. What the fuck? Who's on the high ground, though? We have Pump and Trashy on the high grounds. 49 builds and 28 builds. Good loadouts, too. Good meds. Not the best AR ammo, but enough to spray this lobby out. Best time to be on high grounds at water zone. Everyone down below is feeling the pain of trying to rotate through this water. Miro Booga still in the mid ground. Users just outside their wall. Oh, Miro picks up the refresh there. No, Booga actually gets that one. Ages, takes down Giants. Pump gets another elim. See if Rise is still going here. No, Rise is not still going here. A lot of players taking a lot of damage. Acorn and Edgy in a really nice little spot with this big wide open edit, though. Going to put some pressure into Booga Miro. Edgy Acorn swimming their way through. 4 builds for Edgy, though. 11 for Acorn. They're going to have to find a refresh desperately. Look at this zone, man. We have gone as far east on the map as we can possibly go. Meanwhile, Tundra Rat is still in this. My man has ratted his way from 10 HP solo to somehow getting a top 10. Trashy and Pump still sitting so pretty up on the high ground. 40 builds, 11 splashes. Dom goes down. Their 3rd elimination of the game. Who's going to be able to dethrone the high ground team? 5 teams, 10 players. Never mind, we're dropping quickly. Acorn, Edgy go down. Gabe solo. Pump Trashy on the high ground. Miro Booga, though, with 8 eliminations here in the low and mid. Miro and Booga might just be the team to dethrone the high ground. They're looking really healthy right now. Booga with the beautiful tarps. Voil's in front of them. Booga Miro trying to make a play on this. Snaky Poo goes down. See if Voil can get out of this one. Voil's going to try and switch layers to get away from them. Doesn't want to take the 1v2 against Miro and Booga. Pump and Trashy still got enough mats to close this one out. These teams down below are running very, very low on material with all these water zones. Gabe and Voil right next to each other. The 2 solos. He sees him. Voil and Gabe. Voil drops back. Beautiful little spot from Voil there, but no, he gets found out by Pump. Gabe now top 3. He's a solo stuck between 2 very healthy duos. Gabe playing his splashes, though. Staying back in Storm. Pump and Trashy still secure on that high ground. Miro Booga doing what they can to take the low ground. This could be good for Booga Miro, though, because Gabe goes up, but no, Gabe very, very quickly gets put down from his high ground take. A big shot from Trashy. It's going to go down to Booga Miro, though. Trashy up above. Booga takes a shot. 2 builds for Booga. 2 for Miro. Double-digit elims, though, so already a fantastic game from Booga Miro so far. Miro goes down. Booga is literally fish in a barrel. Trashy and Pump are going to close out the 6 elim win. And I know they're on the prediction with 4% odds. 20k from Shales, the big payout. Very nice prediction, man. Good prediction. All right, so Crackly and Joe still in first on 172 points. just under 50 points clear of Booga and Miro. Holy shit. Then Acorn Edgy 106, Death and Tahi 104, and Pump and Trashy 101. Very close leaderboard if Crackly and Joe 2G go down. They're running away with it, though. All right, Rise the Oms will hit the pad. Acorn Edgy are back here as well. Pump Trashy. See if we can spot Bucky. Kanata's going in there too. Bucky and Lawrence up here on the edge, looking good. Nice. Acorn Edgy. Good little rotate from them. Huge. Okay, looks like... Ooh, Pump and Trashy in 3rd place, putting some pressure on Acorn Edgy in 1st, though. Death and Tahi here in 2nd, looking good. The Yomzo goes down. Unfortunately, Rai's going to have to get the res, but they are getting pushed for this one as Teo. I think he should be able to save him here. Rai's going pretty aggressive, and not sure what Teo's plan there was, but Rise is going to be able to get Yomzo back up in this with a little bit of a loot refresh to take with him as well. And 16 above. Zone pulls back across again. Mason and Nut right here on the edge. Chubbs and Jackson down below. Aegis Kanata, a little bit above that. You know, Casco and XF. Bucky and Lawrence pull a really good zone here, though. With this loadout, this could be the game for Bucky and Lawrence. This might be the game. $92 and $60. Nico and Tabs looking good, too. The Statics on high ground again, bro. Statics and Squish. Oh, never mind. They got to give it up. I thought they pulled first rotating on high ground again. I was about to say, bro, these guys know. They know something we don't know. Oh, Squish goes down. Oh, Pump and Trashy going for the high ground again. Pump and Trashy going to get landed on, though, as Kanata and Aegis going for it. Aegis lands below, takes some shots on Trashy, but Trashy holds it. Pump and Trashy go back up. Peterbot misses. So Trashy and Pump are going to hold it for now, but I have to imagine Kanata and Aegis. This won't be the last time we see them on high ground, but Tahi and Death, they want a piece of this one. Tahi and Death land on it. Death manages to take down Pump, so Trashy solo, but Death and Tahi don't have high ground yet. And meanwhile, another team on front side. Oh my god. Everybody too aggressive for high ground. This is the 7th team we've had just go for high ground within a span of 30 seconds. And it looks like Except and Casca will be the last one standing. No, they will not. No, they will not. Okay, Except now, solo. Casca goes down to full damage. Except goes down. Who is going to remain on high ground at the very end of all of this? It's Sprite and Flu Ducky Slam. Okay. Ducky with 3 eliminations. Sorry, Sprite with 3 eliminations. 90 builds. Manages to win the battle for high ground. Acorn and Edgy, though, playing these mid-ground layers, finding a bit more consistency. Getting taken pretty weak, though. Edgy on the back foot. 54 health, 50 builds. Acorn's going to have to do a lot of this, but he's only got 4 builds himself. Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was 4 eliminations and 2 builds. Making 5 eliminations and 30 builds. Big pickup there for Acorn. 6 eliminations, the fragging IGL. Meanwhile, Trashy playing this med misted back of zone. Gold shotgun in hand. Can hopefully do something out of this one as well. See if we still got Bucky here somewhere. There's Bucky. We got 70 builds for Bucky and Lawrence here. Front side, mid ground, looking good. Looking very good, actually. Still got 2 of those chili chug splashes. Trashy trying to make his way through. 36 HP total. He's got the minis, but that's about it. Down to 15 wood builds. Spray's coming out. It's Acorn and Edgy in first and putting the pressure on a Trashy. That's first on a second. Big pickup for Acorn and Edgy. Not just the elim points, it's also the denial of points onto Trashy's team. Meanwhile, Pam's doing Fatch in 3rd place overall now. Still going strong in this one, or at least 3rd place in this game. 9 teams, 17 players. Rise and Eomzo still playing the mid-ground layer. Ooh, Bucky and Lawrence colliding with Nuts team. Lawrence can't get out, but Bucky standing up, putting down some damage. Bucky with the blue prime. Trying to control this mid-ground layer. They are on the backside, though. They're probably going to pop both chili chug splashes. So choosing not to save the extra one. This will be good for this first rotate, though. They could take... No, they don't have the mats for high ground, but Bucky picks up a bit of a refresh. No mats, unfortunately. Edgy and Acorn a little bit in front of them. That's our highest point team, and Bucky's going to try to get in. Bucky takes the wall. Edgy and Acorn, though, get collapsed in on from both sides. A very congested low ground layer. Now Bucky and Lawrence are finding their way into this layer. Got to do what they can to hold on, though. To only 2 eliminations of Bucky and Lawrence. They've put down so much damage. They're just unfortunately getting their finishes stolen. Meanwhile, Flu, Ducky, Slam, and Sprite still on that high ground. Fatch is going to go down. Pamstu now solo. He's going to go down to Bucky and Lawrence. So we have Sprite and Flu, Ducky, Slam, Eomzo, Rise, Lawrence and Bucky, and then Jackson. Jackson drops down, finds Lawrence up to Bucky now. What can Bucky do? Bucky can finish him. Bucky now top 3, 5 eliminations. The only solo, though, unfortunately, between 2 pretty healthy duos. The Eomzo and Rise taking some damage, but they've got triple med mist loadout. What can Bucky do? He can hold on for as long as he can. If those minis were white heels, it'd be a different story. But right now, with no white heels, 11 builds stuck between 2 duos, not really too much Bucky can do right now. I think a 5 elimination 3rd is probably all we're going to get out of this one, and unfortunately it is. But hey, still a fantastic game, especially considering the drop spot situation. So we got 9 eliminations for Eomzo and Rise. 3 eliminations for Sprite and Ducky. They have not got a single elimination since they took high ground early on in first rotating, which is pretty much a common story of high ground right now. Don't really get too many eliminations on high ground right now. The Eomzo and Rise got to close this out, surely. 2 med mist, can play zone a little bit. Actually, you know what? Sprite has meds. I don't think... Wait, Sprite might actually win this. Sprite choosing to take a tick of zone for the big pot, which means he's not going for heal off. 30 seconds left. And he gives up the white heals for the blue heals. So I'm pretty sure that means he's going to take a fight here. I don't think Sprite's confident in them going to heal off. He's not. He's dropping down. He's trying to claim layers. Sprite wants to close this out. He doesn't trust the 2 splashes for heal off. He's going to try and block off the mantle. He knows someone's going for it. Yomzo's dropping deep. Yomzo's already out. Sprite and Ducky, though, are going to try and find Rise here, but Yomzo's gone out deep. Yomzo's taking shots from the backside. Yomzo, 25 health in the med miss. He might try and get the Siphon. Flu Ducky closes the builds off 20-10, and Flu Ducky slam holds on to this one. A 9 elimination second versus a 4 elimination win. Nice. All right. Crackly and Joe2G in first on 180 still. 6 points clear of Rise and Yomzo. Acorn and Edgy also on 174. Then Fatch, Pamstu, Death, and Tahi. So good top 5 right now. Good top 5. Crackly and Joe, unfortunately, having their worst game of the tourney. But it means the leaderboard's even closer. No. All right. Half pulls across. Pamstu and Fatch over here on the edge. Trev and Teo. Rituals and TK. So not many high point teams get it. Fatch and Pamstu in second place. Looking good with this zone, though. Wait, Fashion Pam's not in second. Why did I say they're in second? They're just not. But top 5 team at least. All right, we've got 2 launch pads here. We're going to try and use a short pad, I'm guessing. Oh, nice. Good rotate for Acorn Edgy. Gonna have to top out a little bit, but no damage again taken off their pads. They're doing well. Yomzo and Rise, 245 above. Trying to get their way in. Death and Tahi down below. Death and Tahi being high up on the leaderboard as well. 152 points. A lot of high point teams still in this one. Trashy gets an Elim. Onto Voil. When do they add the red outlines to players in replays? It's a setting you can turn on that I have on because I think it just makes watching it so much better. Some people have it turned off, which I hate. I hate watching someone in replays when it's off. It's just so irritating. Oh, here we go. All right, first rotating pulls across for first place. Acorn and Edgy. Getting a little bit blessed here. Oh, it's not completely on them, but it's pretty close. Mason and Nut also getting a good zone here with this one. Same with Pump and Trashy. A lot of good teams still in this one. All right, 235 above, 139, 122 builds. Are they going to try and recycle that pad, or are they going to use their own? I think they're going to use their own. Oh, dude, using pads is so annoying now. They're an item because if you throw it on your teammate, it hits them and falls on the ground. It doesn't place. So trying to set up pads like that is just so awkward. All right, Rise and Yomzo still in this one as well. 186 points, so we're tied right now. Acorn and Rise's team literally tied on points at the very top of the leaderboard. 186 and 186. Going to be a good finish to today's tournament. This is game 4. 2 more games to go after this. They're in a good spot. They're just playing through all these weird, awkward condo layers, but they're doing well with it right now. This zone's going to save a lot of people mats because a lot of pre-built structures, a lot of tarps already, but Acorn and Edgy find themselves in a really awkward position. Luckily for them, they do have a bunch of splashes to play. They're going to try and switch layers and avoid this. Edgy leading the rotate now, but Acorn deciding to go up one more layer. Going to drop back down now. Edgy still trying to get them in, but they're in a rough spot. It's Qua on the wall, and oh my god, Edgy, never mind, Edgy fighting his way back from backside. Big mat refresh for Edgy. Acorn's got to find his way back to him. He does. They're back together now, but unfortunately still not out of the danger yet. Gonna have to try and find their way on the front side to get a little bit of breathing room here. First team to crack 200 points. Looks like Rise and Yomzo, though. Anything Acorn can do, they can do better. 3 eliminations on the board for them also. So they're picking up elims on this rotating zone as well. Yomzo trying to look for a play. 8 splashes, 6 splashes for Rise. So I'm pretty sure Yomzo definitely has the advantage right now of Acorn and Edgy just sheer off loadouts. TK gets an elim on a Donnie. 15 teams, 25 players. Smite down below, trying to find his way in if he can. Acorn's doing a great job to keep them on front side though. See who's on high ground right now. Who have we got? Is it still Trashy? It is still Trashy and Pump. Looking like our new high ground kings of NA so far today. Could pick up their second game win today. The Yomzo 5 builds, Rise 12s. They've gone through a lot of what mats they had. Edgy takes down 20. That might be a big refresh for Acorn's team. Rituals cops a big shot. Yomzo doesn't get the edit. Doesn't check his right, though. There he's going to take down Threats. Threats going to fall. Bit of a refresh for Rise and Yomzo, but it looks like it was Siphon mats at best. We're already back down to almost 0. Meanwhile, Edgy and Acorn found a much, much bigger refresh. 150 builds between them. Just like that, the tides have turned and Acorn and Edgy have a much bigger advantage over Yomzo and Rise. 0 builds for Rise and Yomzo. What can they find? They got the splashes. They're doing everything they can, but Yomzo pulling ahead. 30 HP takes down Fortnite Furry. No. Fortnite Furry holds on. Yomzo has no builds. He can't even get up onto the walls to try to mantle in. Rise now. Takes down Smite, but at the cost of a Yomzo. Rise and Yomzo go down. Acorn and Edgy gonna start pulling ahead in first place. Already 6 points clear. 232 points. First place on on EU today was won, I think, around 260 points. So the top of NA pulling very far ahead right now. 16 builds left for Acorn. The double gold weaponry and Edgy with the gold and purple. Their fighting power right now is just too ridiculous. Tahi goes down. Death solo takes down Fortnite Furry. 1 build left, though. Death stuck down here. He can't get up. Death doesn't have the builds. He's going to have to try and break through these layers. Oh, no, never mind. The plateau wasn't as high as what I thought it was. Death gets up a layer, takes down Floki. Death playing these back zones so well right now, and no, runs straight into a healthy duo. That is Scoped, I believe. So Scoped and Visuals, first endgame we've seen from them today, but Acorn Edgy refused to go down. Visuals and Scoped on this low ground with them, and I believe it's still Trashy and Pump up above, and here it is. Edgy goes down. Visuals and Scoped get them in such an awkward position. Pump and Trashy happy to sit up above and let these two teams collide. Only 3 eliminations, though, for Trashy and Pump. So the high ground, the same story keeps being told. You get high ground early, you get the placements, but you just don't get the eliminations. Scoped and Visuals 2v2 against Trashy and Pump now. Pump and Trashy have to win this. Compares to Scoped and Visuals 7 eliminations. Remember, elims are worth 4 apiece. So this team's sitting at 28 points of elims already. Trashy and Pump, the spray coming out, but Trashy and Pump, I think, want to take this to a heal off. They've got the med kit, they've got the 4 splashes, got the flopper. We haven't seen a med kit heal off in a hot minute. Trashy gonna try and take it there, but they do have the mats for it. Trashy and Pump, the spray's coming out, the pressure's there, they're building wide. 13 seconds left. Trashy's taking the tick. He's gonna play the med kit soon. He's gonna have to play it very soon. He's gonna have to play it now. Trashy decides not to play the med kit. He's gonna rely just on the 4 splashes and the flopper. That might be the mistake, but no. Scoped has no heal off. Pump puts down the pressure. Scoped goes down, and Trashy closes it out with meds to spare. Good game. So far, Acorn Edgy in first on 250, Rise Yomzo 226, Pump Trashy 222, Death Tahi 214, and Crackly Joe 184. Very close leaderboard. 300 above. Zone pulling south. Who gets this zone? Let's see who gets this half-half. Any of the big teams? I don't think so. Bucky and Lawrence get it. Huge for them, but I think that's the high. Yeah, we don't have too many high point teams getting zone here. A lot of people around like top 10 to top 20, but all of our top 3 have now got a pretty rough rotate ahead of them. Acorn Edgy here in first, Rise Yomzo second, and Tahi Death third. Wow. Bro, NA, we got to work on that. Holy fuck, we just whiffed. Edgy should be dead right now. 23 teams, 44 players. See how Rise and Yomzo make the rotate. Only 88 above, but oh man, they're going to get some free surge out of this, I have to imagine. Meanwhile, Death and Tahi also make their way in pretty comfortably. Yo, Noctane and Possessed. 12 months and 20 months. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Oh, Yomzo and Rise only 5 above. There we go. 80 above. Nice. Very good. All right, 262 above for Acorn Edgy. They are chilling. 262 above. First rotating, pulling pretty far north. No, I can't keep patting you. I've got to use the joystick. I can only pat you when I'm on fucking player cam. Pat you with my foot. Shut up. All right, Rise and Yomzo. Do they find their surge? 71 above. Yes, they've got plenty of meds though. They got chrome splashes and pads, so they're looking good here. Rise and Yomzo got a really good loadout to close this one out. Yeah, Coda with a 2 on for 28. I know I am. I'm literally patting it with my left hand, fucking trying to solo move the perspectives with my right hand.
Pat the dog man. Haha.
Ryan goes down to Visuals. Visuals and Scoped having a good comeback here at the end of this tourney. Starting off a little bit sketchy, but looking good here to close things out. This is our second last game of the day if you guys just tuned in. Currently a really close leaderboard. Edgy and Acorn on 262, Rise Yomzo 238, Death Tahi 234. So all eyes on Edgy and Acorn to fall off here. Because right now it's their tourney to lose. Oh, it's Bucky and Lawrence putting down some damage on them. Is Edgy going to hit the God Flick onto Bucky? Oh, they almost get chopped here. They're on their second height. They've got to be careful here of high ground. Looks like high ground's not really going for them. What's the loadout right now? They've still got Chili Chugs though. Acorn's still holding on to most of it. Still got 130 builds as well. Oh, shit. All right, Edgy does hit a disgusting flick on the Looter. Like I said, replay mode always makes flicks look a little bit slower, but that shit was still disgusting. Looter gets put down. Yomzo and Rise, meanwhile, trying to figure out the short pads with the new throwable pads. They can be a bit awkward. Oh, Yomzo gets absolutely bodied. That's by Edgy again. Edgy puts down Yomzo. That's huge. First place on to second. That's not just the 4 elims. It's the denial of points for Yomzo now. That's if Yomzo doesn't get rezzed. Wait, no, Yomzo's not going to get rezzed. So again, all eyes on Edgy and Acorn. They got to throw this. One more game to go. They've got a very solid lead going. 15 teams, 24 players, and oh, reciprocal lands in Acorn's box. It's time for Acorn to hit the flick, and oh my god, Acorn and Edgy genuinely looking pretty unstoppable right now. Never mind, as I said, Edgy gets hit super hard. Rise goes down to Chubb, so Yomzo and Rise both down. Looks like Pam's doing Thatcher out of this one as well, and Death and Tahi, so Acorn and Edgy, I think, are potentially ruining our close, exciting tournament. If they don't die soon, this game 6 might already be done and dusted. 18 builds for Edgy, 62 for Acorn. They're dropping the meds. They're both up to pretty healthy. Acorn finds another elim onto Lawrence, so it might be Bucky who Edgy's hunting down right now. Can't see where Bucky is, though. Got 80 builds total. Edgy going to keep pushing his way through. Edgy leading the tops right now. Doing very well, trying to claim double, see if they can find a refresh down below. There'll be a lot of teams kind of congesting on that low ground layer, especially up on this plateau. Let me get this point when someone does good. I just want a close tourney, man. I don't want game 6 to be a washout. It's so boring. Oh, Mason. Oh, you got to hit those, Edgy, mate. You got to hit those. Meanwhile, Fortnite Furry, second highest team alive right now. 64 of health combined total. One singular build. Trying to make his 2 elims 3, but I think things might be over Fortnite Furry here. Yep. Unlucky. Acorn and Edgy just stretching their lead even further. Good God. $318 points for Edgy and Acorn here. I'm pretty sure EU won today on like 260, just to put into perspective how dominant this is. And we still have 1 game to go. All right, 2v2v2, Edgy Acorn versus Paper Qua versus Ages and Kanata. 3 really good teams though. Paper takes down Edgy. So right now, Acorn goes down here as well. 2v2, Paper Qua, Ages Kanata. The battle of the band. I shouldn't joke. I feel bad for him. 16 builds for Paper, 8 for Qua on the low ground. Kanata around the corner. Qua gets hit hard. Paper goes down. Up to Qua now. Qua takes down Ages. It's going to be Qua versus Kanata. 57 health. Kanata's looking much healthier though with zone priority. Qua's going to start trying to build up, but Kanata with that Evo Chrome AR, I don't think is going to let him do it. He gets sprayed down, and Kanata and Ages pick up the 9 elim win in game 5. But how far ahead is Acorn and Edgy? Because we sure as shit know they're in first, and I think it might be too much. Fuck. All right. I mean, 60 points. It's doable. It's 65 points for a win. Each elim is 4. Acorn and Edgy might still lose. Let me have this, chat. Let me have this. All right, let's see this. Acorn and Edgy closing it out. Can Rise and Yomzo catch up? 92, 107, 2 pads. Good loadouts, but unfortunately for them, Acorn Edgy also have very good loadouts. You ever heard a Yorkshire accent before? I have. I have. I think my favorite accent has to be, is it Glaswegian? Someone from, is it from Glasgow? It's not Glasgow, is it? Is it Glasgow? Glasbury? That fucking accent is hilarious. Yeah, Glasgow. Accent from Glasgow is hilarious. Alright, looks like this is going to be pretty easy for Acorn and Edgy here, I think. Let's see it. Let's see it. I think Rise and Yomzo are kind of chilling. 150, 160 builds between them. Really good loadout, man. It's going to suck because Yomzo and Rise are going to get a bunch of points. This is going to be a fantastic performance. Easy 300 points, but Acorn and Edgy just that much better. We'll see. What's another one? 2 kills for Acorn. No surprise. Edgy getting carried as usual. $15 teams, 29 players. Actually, you know what? Edgy was nice to Steve earlier, so we'll be nice to Edgy. 100 builds. They both got such good loadouts. They're both getting so many points too. Kanata goes down though. Age is solo. Nice. Acorn using wood while he can. Switching to hard mats. Very nice. Still 100 builds, but Acorn Edgy are playing this so well. Yomzo and Rise got the worst loadouts now. He sold it to number 13. Could this be a new point format record? I think it might be. Is this going to be the record for Elite Cup on NA East at least? Maybe even EU as well. 360 points already. They're looking crazy. They could break 400 here. They get some elims here. Still got 2 launch pads. Go for high ground. Pat on high to your bitch. Ten teams, 17 players. The victory lap commences. Boo goes down to Kwa. Rise and Yomzo are still going, man. This has got to be such a bad feeling. They're probably just sitting here hoping that Acorn and Edgy have died. Acorn takes down Ages. 7 teams, 12 players. Does Acorn Edgy run into Rise and Yomzo? That is the question. I think you pilot with the team on for 12. Full year. Beautiful spot of zone here. Wait, what the fuck is that? Why were they... Wait, why was Snaky Poo and Voil in Narnia? All right, 4 teams, 8 players. Mason's team, Edgy's team, Paper's team, and then Rise's team. Unfortunately, Rise goes down. Yomzo now solo. 4 eliminations, 0 builds, 6 as a duo. They probably thought they maybe won this. They just had to hope that Acorn and Edgy weren't still alive, but they are. 386 points. Can Acorn and Edgy break 400? Can they get the elims? That's 4 points. This could be 8 points right now if Acorn wins this. But then he has to beat the high ground team. I think Acorn and Edgy are going to fall just short of 400 points. Acorn's got Kwa on the back foot. The spray comes out. He's got the white heels. He's trying to hold this one out. Quaz on the other side of the builds, though. Quaz running away with the med miss. I don't think Acorn's going to get the kill. 390 might be all she wrote. Acorn in the box. 83 tag takes him down, but can't get it. And Mason is going to close that one out with the dub. But we already know Acorn and Edgy, 91% odds, win the tourney. Boo. You guys are boring as fuck. Boo. All right, let's see it. How much did they win by? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, why is it the fuck? Oh, it's not the finals. Whoops. This one. All right, week 3 of the NA East Elite Cup, and we have Acorn Edgy on 398 points. 2 points clear of 400. Rise and Yoms on 334, Qua Paper 268, Mason Nut 257, Aegis Kanata 255. Then we have Pump, Death, Fatch, Nets, Flu Ducky Slam, Crackly, Miro, Jackson, Casca, Snake, Lawrence, Pure, Rituals, Floki, Statics, Threats, Muzz, Trev, Larson, Danny, Scoped, Illist, Cam, Donny, Gabe, Gary, Stacky, Shadow, Snazadon, Skittles, Queasy, Knifer, Jamper, Giants, and Dom. Oh, 2 points shy. Sorry, not 2 points clear. 2 points shy. Fuck, that match history. Good God. And this duo almost split up for the Elite Cups heading into Invitational. Fuck me. How are you that consistent, dude? Seriously. God damn. Always tough. Always, bro. Thank you for the follows, guys. Big vibes. Appreciate that, chat.